Hey guys, welcome back to a super exciting video. I have to say this is probably the most excited I have been about makeup in a very long time. When I took everything out of the packaging, I haven't swatched anything, but when I took it all out of the packaging, I was like, oh my goodness, this has to be the prettiest packaging I've ever seen on anything. Very, very Mariah Carey. I mean, we know she is the diva of divas, not in a bad way. I mean, she's just a diva in the sense that she likes things that are, you know, fancy and sparkly and just that kind of thing. And hey, I am totally okay with that because this packaging is amazing. So let's go ahead and get through this first impressions video. Let's look at everything together. I do know that this has already launched online and most of it has sold out. I was able to get access to the pre-launch. For those of you who are not aware, MAC now has a kind of like a point system the way Sephora has. You know how for VIB Rouge you get access, like first access a few days before to certain products that are releasing? Okay, MAC now does that as well. Once you hit a certain tier or a certain level, you do get first access, and it's usually the Monday before that Thursday of when the product launches online. So it's definitely a great way, it's a great perk by MAC. It's a great way to get your hands on some of this stuff that would otherwise be next to impossible. We all know I waited in line for the Selena collection, I mean, from like, I don't know, 4:30 in the morning, 5 in the morning, I don't even remember, but crazy early. And so these early launches are perfect. And if you already buy MAC products, I mean, it's what better way to be rewarded, you know? And so, so let's go ahead and jump in. I don't even know where to start first. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the lip products. I'm going to start with the glosses, and that way, and then we'll move on to the lipsticks. Okay, the packaging, first of all, the box. I mean, glitter right here, silver glitter, Mariah's signature right over here. So gold and then silver sparkly, super glittery, just goodness. So that's what the box looks like. Then, when you take out the product, it is even more amazing. Just to let you know, this one is in the shade It's Just Like Honey. I only picked up 2 of the glosses because I had already read Temptalia's reviews, and the lip glosses just really did not perform all that well. I didn't want to not pick a lip gloss up, though, because this collection is kind of like once in a lifetime, and so I thought, okay, I'll pick the 2 that most, I guess, would suit me best, you know, I guess fared the best. Here's what this looks like, and it's not even going to be as pretty on camera as it is in person. I mean, you can kind of see a little bit of the sparkle coming off on that cap. This thing is mega sparkly, mega glittery, and it's not chunky glitter. It's very smooth, so it's almost like glitter, and then it's been coated with something on top to make it nice and smooth. So that's what that packaging looks like. It's got Mariah's signature on the bottle. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I have not swatched these yet, so I'm looking forward to doing this with you guys. Okay, so the little wand is clear. I don't ever remember them being clear. However, the lip glasses I do have usually, I think, have product on that wand, so maybe they're all clear and I just never knew. But anyways, this is going to be more of like a goldy, coppery type shade, and they're all very, very sheer from what I saw on the reviews. And this is actually very, very pretty. It's kind of sticky as with your normal lip gloss formulation, so I'm okay with that. It is very coppery, I guess. It is very sheer, as I had already known they would be, but it's right there. So you see, like, you've got a little tint of a kind of goldish coppery type shade. It does have quite a bit of sparkle, which, of course, did we expect anything else? So that's what that looks like. And I think these are lip glasses and not dazzle glasses. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm very sorry. No, it's a lip glass. So I know usually the dazzle glasses are the ones that have mega glitter. The other one I picked up was the online exclusive, and it was called Butterfly Bling. Same packaging, so I'm just going to pull it out of the box, and it's going to be along the same lines, along the same shade as It's Just Like Honey. So you've got that one right there. This one's probably a little darker, a little more maybe coppery type. So let's swatch that one. Yeah, this one's really nice. So this one has got a mega amount of pink sparkle that comes through, and so that is really, really nice. I do like that quite a bit. Of the 2, Butterfly Bling is my favorite. That's what that one looks like down there. So right here, sorry. Again, you probably won't be able to see them too much because they're very sheer. They just have a hint of a tint of color, very, very light. But this one does have an amazing amount of sparkle, quite a bit, and it's pink. The sparkle is pink. So that is really nice. Again, they're sticky and consistent with the lip gloss formulation, so I am okay with that. I actually prefer that my lip gloss be a little stickier because it usually lasts longer when it's like that. So those are the 2 lip glosses. I picked up 3 out of the 5 lipsticks. The only 2 I didn't pick up were like the frosty colors. I have one from the aquatic collection called Pet Me Please, and that one's like a frosty color. I love it, but I don't use it as much, and so I did not pick that one up. I picked up the 3, I think, want to say all 3 of them were cream sheens. We're about to find out. I don't remember. I picked up Bit of Bubbly, which was a cream sheen. I picked up Mcizzle, and it is a cream sheen. And I picked up Dahhlinggg, which is also a cream sheen. So let's start with that one. These lipstick bullets are out of this world amazing. This is what they look like. I mean, nothing but sparkle. And again, it's smooth, so it's not the kind of glitter that's going to rub off. It's not like chunky to the touch. I mean, it's really, really amazing. Best packaging ever from anything I've ever bought. I mean, but I love sparkle, so, you know, who are we kidding? This one is they're all kind of along the same shade family, kind of pinky nudes. There's one that's like nude, but it's kind of like a peachy type nude shade. And then they do have the butterfly. See if we can get this to focus in, but they do have the butterfly right on the front, which is very pretty. Those kind of attention to details just make things extra special, kind of puts them over the top. So these are all going to be very light shades, especially because of the cream sheen formulation. So they're not going to come across as intense or as opaque. This one is actually very, very smooth, very soft. Most cream sheens are. And so I'm hoping you're even going to be able to see it show up on camera just because it is that light. This is what it looks like down here. See, you can see like a tint of something. It is the perfect peachy nude color, kind of when you're looking for something that's not concealer type nude. This is the perfect shade for that. Cream sheens are kind of, you know, they can be hit or miss for me. Sometimes I feel like they're great and they're very opaque. Sometimes I feel like they're a little thinner, and, you know, I'm like, I wasn't looking for a glaze or anything, but, you know, cream sheens kind of can be that hit or miss formulation for me. Amplifieds are usually my favorite. So let's move on to Bit of Bubbly, and so this one's going to be more of a nude color, just straight up nude. So that's what that one looks like, and then, I'm sorry I didn't point out, her signature is on the inside of the bullet as well. So let's go ahead and swatch this one. This one's also going to be very, very sheer. And so I'm hoping you'll be able to see it. It's going to be very, very hard to get them to show up. It's a very nude color to the point where it's like blending into my skin. But this is what it looks like right here. So kind of see them side by side right there, how the middle one is like a nude and then that bottom one is that peachy nude. So very, very light, definitely not anything, you know, Mariah doesn't wear anything like bam. So these are very consistent to what I think she, you know, what we're used to seeing her wear. So the next one, Mcizzle. Let's check this one out. I want to say this one's like a pinky nude. But yeah, it's still kind of a peachy nude. I definitely don't think you need all 3 if, you know, if you're looking into getting the lipsticks. Okay, this one, the first one we swatched was like more of a pinky nude. This one is the peachy nude for sure. Gosh, but they've got such a nice finish. They've just, I'm actually glad I picked up all 3, if you want my honest opinion. But do I think you need all 3? No. This one is Mcizzle right there. That's that peachy nude. So you see they're very subtle. They've got good pigmentation in the sense that, so they're very creamy and they do have good pigmentation. The thing about it is the shade is so light that it's not going to be that, you know, bam lip, that super, you know, you're not going to be rocking those lips type thing. This is going to be more natural, more subtle. Like I said, very in line with what Mariah Carey usually wears. So that's what those three look like. They are uber creamy, and they're very nice. And it's one of those things where it's like, okay, this collection's never going to come back out again, so you know what, I may as well pick up the three shades because they would get put to good use anyways, you know what I mean? So those are the lippies. Let's move on to, I picked up one of the blushes. I picked up the peachier shade of the blush, and that one was called Sweet Sweet Fantasy. Same box type packaging. And then this one is not glitter. This one's like gold. It's like a matte gold, and it's got her signature in the middle. And like I said, it's called Sweet Sweet Fantasy. I hope that zooms in. There we go. And then it is the peachy shade. The other one was the pink shade. So there's the peachy shade right there. Sorry. So, okay, very amazing pigmentation. I mean, it feels kind of stiff, but I feel like a lot of the MAC blushes do feel like that. I feel like it's got a hint in the pan. It does have a hint of shimmer. So it's not a matte blush, for those of you who are wondering, who are opposed to any kind of shimmer in your blush. But it doesn't really come across with a lot of shimmer. It's almost, now that I'm swatching it, it comes across with a sheen, which is very pretty. That's what that looks like. It's got really good pigmentation. It's one that I'd be able to use a light hand and still get the perfect amount of color. So this is the peach shade Sweet Sweet Fantasy. Again, it's got like a sheen. It doesn't really have shimmer or glitter or anything like that, but it is not a matte color. And then I also picked up, let's see, I have two more items. I'm going to save the most exciting for last, I think. I picked up one of the eyeshadow quads in the shade, or in the quad that's I'm That Chick You Like. And let's see, is it this one? No. This one does have the glitter trim around the palette, which is so pretty. This is what that looks like. It's just so stunning. And these are, I mean, I'm just going to be upfront with you. These are colors, these are shades, completely dupable. You probably have 3 or 4 of these types of shades in your collection if you're an avid collector, if you're a makeup artist. I mean, there's no doubt. You already have these shades in your collection. But, you know, I mean, this packaging, absolutely amazing. And then it's just, you know, there's really no excuse except for the packaging. All right, let's swatch these, not shade these. Okay, so the shades are called Whenever You Call. It's a Volux Pearl. Can't Escape Me. It's a satin. Golden Petals Scattering is a frost. And How You Thrill Me is a satin. So that is nice. That first one, which is called Whenever You Call, oh my goodness, it swatches so nice. It's very smooth. Second one, like I'm having to swirl quite a bit to get payoff. That third one is, whew, I went too hard on that one and I got too much. Okay, these swatch actually very nicely. Very nicely. So here they are. And then again, it is Whenever You Call, Can't Escape Me, Golden Petals Scattering, and How You Thrill Me. Let's go ahead and swatch these on the hand. Whew, that one where I picked too much up, my bad. Okay, here's what they look like. They're very pretty. This first one, this gold one, I hope it's even showing up. It's very pretty. It's not like a super foiled gold. It's just kind of a subtle gold, very pretty. That second one is also very subtle. And then you've got those other two at the end that are just very pigmented. So this one's almost coming across as black. It's not. It's a very dark brown. So that's what those look like. I'm trying to think what the other quad, I'm trying to think what shades it had. I don't remember. I just remember that this one's kind of the one I was going to gravitate more towards because a couple of the shades looked a little sparklier and a little bit more pigmented. You know me, I go for whatever is like more sparkly. So, but I do know that the eyeshadow quads have since sold out online, which is actually very unusual because usually those are the last thing to go, but those were one of the first things to go, I think. So if you're looking for this stuff, be sure you get to your store early. What I used to do is I used to go at about 6 in the morning and I just go sit myself in front of the store and take a book or just take, you know, my phone. And that way I would just sit there and wait, you know, I mean, it's worth it, right? The last and most exciting item, at least in my opinion, is the Extra Dimension Skin Finish. And this is in the shade My Mimi. It's the only Extra Dimension Skin Finish. This is what it looks like. It has, I'll open it up here in a second, but it's got her face on the inside, like, to include her beauty mark. I mean, how detailed is that? But it's called My Mimi. This is probably one of the ones in store. Well, it's one of the ones that sold out right away, of course, online, but in store, it also is going to be one of the items that sells out the quickest. It's so unique, and I think that's why. It's actually it's too gold for me to use as a highlight. I will find a way to use it. I don't even care. This is what it looks like. How pretty is that? I mean, it's got her eyelashes, it's got the hair, I mean, it's got the beauty mark. So Mariah, this thing is amazing. So that's what that looks like. Let's swatch it. I even don't know where to swatch it because I don't want to mess it up. I don't know if to swatch it on her face, on her hair. We'll swatch the hair. Because, you know, as soon as you put your finger in one of these things and it's like it's not even smooth anymore, I'm not going to even want to hardly use it. Her face is going to go away if I do that. Anyways, that's what that looks like. So it is super intense gold. Ladies with deeper skin tones, you need to get your hands on this. This would look so stunning on you girls. Oh my gosh. That is so pretty. Yeah. Ladies with deeper skin tones, you need this. So if you weren't able to get your hands on it on the online launch, please go into the store and check it out. It is absolutely beautiful. On me, it would be something more of like, not even a bronzer. I mean, I could use it as a shadow. I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with it when I do get to playing with it because I'm not gonna want to mess it up. But we buy stuff to use, so it'll eventually get used. Eventually. Okay, guys, that is what I picked up for the MAC Mariah Carey release. I am so excited to have gotten my hands on everything I wanted, really. Again, if you are, you know, if you are a MAC kind of, if MAC is your thing, the MAC Select program is what they call it. The online and in-store points program is so amazing because, quite frankly, I don't know that I would have been able to get my hands on this online had that not been the case. So yeah, I would have been staking my place in line at the store along with everybody else. So it really is beneficial to sign up for that MAC Select program. It's amazing. So I'm so excited I was able to grab all that. I hope you've enjoyed this first impressions video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. And please subscribe. This way you're notified of any videos that I post. I post quite a bit of reviews. Recently started doing a Test It Tuesday kind of series. And then I do have something else, another series I'm going to start doing here in the very near future, and it's going to incorporate both makeup and fashion, and it's going to be something along the lines of makeup and fashion the week ahead, and so that way I can kind of share with you the makeup I'm going to be using for the week as well as the outfits I'm going to be using for the week. And so this way, you know, we can go through it all together. So yeah, let's go ahead and go to the verse of the day. I told you in my last video, actually that may not even be posted yet, but what I had mentioned in my last Get Ready With Me is that I'm going to be doing more Christmas story verses in keeping up with the season. So today we are going to read from Matthew 1:21, and it says, "She will give birth to a son, and you are to give him the name Jesus." The most precious name you would ever speak, that you would ever know, is Jesus. He's so amazing, and if you have not already come to know him, I do hope you do come to know him, that you invite him into your heart. He's so incredible. I could not imagine my life without him. So, alright guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next video. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye!